We cutting loose.
All right, everybody, it's time for another episode of DWMOD. It is Super Bowl week. You had the whole last week off. Now we're back. We're getting back at you. We got a great show this weekend. Anthony is in the house. Anthony Fanelli is in the house for the finale today. Andy St. Clair here. Gabe McAteer on the road. But we got his picks coming in. We'll see who takes this thing home. And we're getting to a lot of stuff on quick hits. No way. Knock it off, Louis. It's a big Super Bowl episode, man. Let's just get to the show. College football is now B1G versus SEC.
Down!
If you ain't listening to All Right Bet with me and Andy St. Clair, you're throwing away money.
Ready?
All Lions fans drinking that Kool-Aid. Super Bowl. Hey, disagree with me or don't. That's how it works. All right, guys. Hey, good to see everybody's faces, man. We are back. Anthony, how you been, brother?
I've been busy in a good way. Champagne problems on my side. Excited to be able to join today, though.
I love champagne problems. I don't think I've ever heard it put that way, man.
That's how I'm thinking about it. Today's problems were
great.
2 years ago's dreams. So let's put it that way.
Oh, you got a little book next to the desk of the nightstand with these sayings.
Just make them up. If you say them fast enough, people don't question it.
No, well, yeah, I wasn't going to question it, but now that you say so, I don't know. Andy, what's going on, brother? What's it like out in LA, man? Warm me up a little bit.
It's warm, man. It's nice. We've gotten some warm weather back, but I think it's actually going to cool down. And by cool down, I mean, it's like 60.
Oh, wow.
So that's
60, yeah. Wow.
Took my daughter. We went swimming last weekend. It was like 80, 85. We got in the pool. It was nice.
Yeah, that's
Gotta be kidding me, man. We're freezing down here in Atlanta. I went outside the other morning with the dogs. It was like 19 degrees. The lake's frozen over here. I'm like, what the hell's going on, man? I know you're getting pounded in Ohio.
-2 the other day. We're talking 15-minute car warm-up windows before you can take it out.
For sure.
You got a remote start?
One of them, the one I take, no. The one in the garage, yeah. Not the one that I do.
One in the garage.
Yeah,
yes.
the one in the garage gets all the cushion. That's the one with the kids' seats. But mine, nah. That's just that's in the driveway, just, giant paperweight.
Yep. Smart man. The wife's car with the kids. Warm up.
The van gets the space.
Are you doing filming outside right now? What's that called while you're filming anything?
We did. Yeah, we were the micro dramas, the verticals that are, you follow the trades. Those are pretty popular right now, but I've brought 2 productions to Ohio, and we had exteriors that were written for the summer. Like there was a motorcycle ride in one of them. I was just like, what are we supposed to do here? So I ended up putting about 9 pages, finding them to work better indoors. But yeah, we did exteriors. It was, 4 or 5 hours, like with the crew out there, just put stuff together, as best we could. I mean, half the guys were in, it's Ohio. So we had guys that ski, snowboard. So they just literally wore that gear, like their full body get-ups. So I just wore whatever I could find in my closet, like random scarves, random stocking cap, nothing actually warm. But none of you cold weather people, I didn't know this either. Now they make gloves with battery powered warmers and coats, battery powered warmers. Half the people had that stuff. I was like, oh, okay, at least they were prepared. But we were.
But not you.
I ran around. You know what? The gator. I wore like 2 gators, and that's what saved me. So this was all that was seen. The actors had it hard, to be honest with you.
I would have thought you would have walked out like being the director. I thought you would have walked out like Coach, trying to be like, hey, no sleeves, man.
No,
sleeves,
not at 0 degrees. Like
Belichick.
Oh man, 30. Like when your boogers are freezing, just standing outside, like that's when you know it's brutal.
Yeah,
like it was. Yeah, but anyways. We survived.
Well,
I'm living.
Hey, man, like you said, though, champagne problems is the champagne's frozen. It's still champagne.
You like it. You like it now.
I'm digging it, brother. I'm digging it. And well, listen, before we get to quick hits this week, before we dive right into it, we gotta hit the crimes against football this week. It's crimes against football, Louis. There we go. Crimes against football. You guys know those 2 guys. They're the poster children for our crimes against football. There, guys, the Epstein files come out, and they don't have Coach in there. They don't have Coach in there, man.
Yeah.
What do you make about that? One more time, the picture. There's Coach. There he is. Oh, there's Jerry Sandusky. Sandusky not in the files, but I guess they didn't really need to head over to the island him because he had all the protection he needed from Joe Pa and the university there, so he was having doing everything he wanted to. They're the biggest. Anyway, let's get off those guys. All right, hey, so last week I'm watching Get Up like in the morning because there's nothing else on, so I torture myself. I didn't watch it for like 4 or 5 days, guys, and then I flipped it on like 2 days ago. And I felt like it was a rerun. So it's the same conversation about Bill Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame. They've been beating that up for 7 days on there. Andy, weigh in. Belichick not making the Hall of Fame. Go.
It's crazy. I don't know what to say outside of it's crazy. You know, like at least Kraft didn't make it. That's to me the upside. So it's a shame. What it does is just clogs for other coaches next year. You know, like. Belichick's going to get in next year and he's going to push someone else down. You know, I think Shanahan's available. Mike Shanahan, I think Shanahan's available. I'm not sure, but I think something like
Probably.
that. Which probably should be in the Hall of Fame.
Stupid. The whole thing's stupid. Anthony, what was your reaction when you first heard that?
Everyone knows it's stupid. Like you just set a precedent that like there's no coach first ballot Hall of Famer now. But my question was, I didn't know how long do they have to wait? Like it's different requirements for coaching.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
is it only 2 then? Because he left just 2 years ago. Yeah. So that's what I was like. I didn't know he was even up for it. But it's just like, I mean, how do you? And I forget who I heard it say, but like all the other first ballot coaches, who is it? Like Landry, Lombardi, like all these guys, they never once bring up like, well, they didn't win when they didn't have Roger Staubach.
Right.
But for some reason, they just say that with Belichick. Oh, when he didn't have, well, you know what? He did win before Brady was there. Like, he didn't win, big time, but it's just like, I don't understand why. And the fact that no one says why, like, if you want to say Spygate, it's just like, all right, that's just somebody just angry. Stupid. My guys, the Polians, those are Northeast Ohio guys. Brian Polian he technically hired himself at John Carroll. He was the AD who now he's the head football coach. So there wasn't really a big search. But those are Ohio guys, and it's going down. It's saying it's Bill Polian, that had something.
Is he related to those guys? That's the dude that's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Brian Polian was at Notre Dame and then LSU for a while, special teams guy.
He was the GM for the Colts for a lot of years, right? And then ESPN for a long time there, right? Now, here's the thing.
No, Brian. So Bill was, but Brian is his son. So Brian, I don't know, maybe early 50s, something like that, maybe mid 50s. He's down to new head coach John Carroll. But anyways, Polian family.
They're the ones that were driving this thing down. And I'm like,
allegedly.
A lot of people don't even know how to say that name. What are we doing? Like, so you lost a bunch of games when you were involved with the Colts here, I guess is the thing. So like bitter beans or what? I don't understand it. Like, but it's come out that they were the one banging the table being like, hey, there was some cheating going on. And I guess the big discussion was the Deflategate was the big discussion they had. And I'm like, if I'm not mistaken, that football game was 17-7 at the half. And then after they fixed the footballs and made them play with brand new footballs in the second half, Brady beat them 28-0 in the second half with the other footballs. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that whole thing, the PSI. I remember it was like a 6-month study on PSI, which nobody understood. And then, that was the big thing. I was like, well, if they were cheating, you should have kept them then using those balls because they were losing. Because what's his face? I forget who the linebacker was, but somebody picked him off, right? Somebody had a pick and said like the ball feels, I don't know, I'm making this word up, squishy
mushy,
or like mushy, squish, something like that. And then that whole thing was just like ridiculous. And then he gets 4 games the next year, like just because maybe to appease one of the owners, maybe.
Yeah, they want these guys to turn their phones over and everything on that. And I'm like, guy, you gave me brand new footballs in the second half. I beat them 28-0. What are we
ones
talking
that weren't
about,
supposed to work? Yeah.
What are we? It's so stupid. But I guess now the talk is this going to affect Brady's Hall of Fame chances because they want to get everybody that's on this team. They want to treat them like the steroid guys in baseball. Like none of you are getting to be first ballot Hall of Famers. And now that they might treat Brady the same way. Do you think they're going to do that, Andy?
I think they should. If they're going to follow the pattern they're setting for themselves, which is if you think it's Kraft and Belichick, then I think you got to. But I don't think they will. I think Brady will get in on first ballot. But
it's completely stupid.
It'll make them look like more stooges if they let Brady in.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And the only thing that they did right in this whole thing was to get this right, because this has been a crime against football for years too. Here's this year's class right here. Okay, Roger Craig right there in the middle. Finally, we get Roger Craig. We got Drew Brees. We got Larry Fitzgerald. We got Vinatieri. These guys all deserve it. But right in the middle there at the beginning of the graphic, finally, Roger Craig gets into the Hall of Fame. Long overdue. Am I wrong, Anthony? Disagree with me or don't on that?
Oh, 80s Craig. Oh my gosh, 33. Yeah, he was. If you look at his stats too, he was in the air and on the ground.
He was the first back ever to go 1,000.
He was pre-Marshall Falk, but he gets overshadowed on those teams because you got Montana and you got Rice, you got everybody else. But Roger, and also short cameo in Any Given Sunday. Does anyone else remember that?
Oh yeah.
He showed up there for a hot minute. That's what I like.
Also, Craig. A little cameo for Roger Craig in what's the Necessary Roughness? He's one of the jail.
Oh, one of the jail guys. Yeah. Buckus.
One of my favorite movies. But anyway, hey, congratulations, Roger Craig. Way overdue. This guy's one of the great backs, trendsetter, first 1,000 guy, did it multiple times, changed offense across the league, was phenomenal. I'm surprised it took this long. I mean, just stupid. Anyway, listen, before we get to quick hits, guys, we got to pay a few bills. We've got to throw it over to our man, Minor League Baseball Hall of Fame announcer Gordon Butterfield is on the call for True Laundry Detergent with What Just Happened.
What just happened?
What just happened is brought to you by True Laundry Detergent. It's a locally owned company, and these fellas live in the neighborhood. They're saving you money. There's 101 loads in one bag. They got laundry detergent and fabric softener. They've even got dry sheets for you. Got sensitive skin, they've got the free and clear. No fragrances, no dyes, no additives. Well, if you don't like liquids, they've even got the detergent sheets. Just drop one in every load. There's 60 loads in that box. Just head on over to thetrueproducts.com for all your laundry needs. And don't forget to use your code CUTTINGLOOSE1 to get you 10% off your first order. That's True Laundry Detergent. It's Gordon approved. Well, looks like old boy Jimmy Little took his Silverado pole dancing and got himself stuck in a predicament. He's clearly exceeded that 2-drink minimum. And you better figure out something quick. You don't want to get caught at a pole dance. It looks like he's just gonna let it rip and set her down. Ho-ho! Deployment! The airbag cut loose and that truck just spit his hat right out on the concrete. Ho-ho! Stuck to a truck. That bag exploded and that truck's a spitter.
Ho-ho! What just happened?
Gordon. Next, I'm gonna have to have some words with him, Louis. I didn't check this one first. I don't know about that, man. Is that appropriate for a family show like this? I don't know.
Probably not. Probably not.
The Hawk Tua truck. What's Gordon know about the Hawk Tua truck?
He's on it. He knows stuff.
All right, man. Well done, Gordon. Let's get to quick hits. All right, guys, I'm sure you heard. Let's just touch on this for a hot minute. ICE was going to be sent out in full force to the Super Bowl, we heard. And just a couple of days ago, I believe it was announced, they've walked that back. ICE not going to be at the Super Bowl. And we here at DWMOD have come across an internal memo as to how that all went down, and they backed off it. Apparently, they finally persuaded the president that Puerto Rico is not a foreign country, that it is part of the United States, and that Bad Bunny's actually a citizen, so there'd be no chance to nab him after the game, as Donald Trump wanted to do. We also found out that he had no idea the game was in Santa Clara. He thought since the game was in California, this would also be a good opportunity for ICE to explain to him, Santa Clara, pretty white, boss. Then it was the fan bases also in the memo were mentioned that, well, we thought the fan bases would turn out in droves and have some chances there. Again, they explained to him Boston and Seattle. So pretty white audiences there, sir. So he backed off of that one at the very last minute there too. And finally, they had to explain to the president that it was not the Raiders against the Cowboys in this game, guys. It was not the Raiders and the Cowboys. So ICE not going to be there. Good for everybody. Enjoy the game. That's quick hits. Just want to give a quick shout out here to the kid from the neighborhood we talked about before. The previews are out for college baseball here. If you see the name right there in the middle, Dom Krapinski, number 5, returning third baseman. He's from the Miami Redhawks, from the neighborhood. Dave and Terry, good friends of mine. That's their son. He's flying through the Major League Baseball pipeline. Hey, tip of the cap to that kid. Go get it down. He's going to get drafted and be a pretty good player, man. It's pretty exciting. All right, here is the segment you've been waiting for, Andy. It is your segment. It is no way. It is no way. And we're going to do some weird Super Bowl facts, and then I'm going to hit you guys with some Super Bowl trivia. Some Super Bowl trivia here. So just to give you a little taste, like here's a weird Super Bowl fact here. Not to pile on, Andy, but Patrick Mahomes actually holds the record for most fumbles in a Super Bowl game with 5. He fumbled 5 times in that game against the Eagles. And another record that was set in that game is this one here. Mahomes dropped back 42 times, guys, and the Eagles blitzed 0 times. Did you know that, Andy? That
No,
0
that's
blitzes?
Smart. Is that the last year's where they just destroyed them?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, defensive guy,
game.
Anthony, are you shocked to see that 0 blitzes and 42 dropbacks in the Super Bowl?
It worked. Well, no. How many times? Well, that's when Mahomes is his best, when he's off his mark. So it's like you don't blitz him, you keep him on his mark. He's got to make the reads. It's not. I have a big theory on Mahomes. I think if Travis Kelce's gone, I think he's going to have a rough year bouncing. Because I think Travis Kelce's, as much respect as he gets as a tight end, I think losing him is going to be big. I mean, this is his first kind of quote unquote down year, and he still had 80 catches. I don't know. I'm guessing somewhere in that realm. He still had some decent numbers, but like there's no one else picking up his slack. That's just my theory. I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes. He'll be fine. But I think that first year without Kelce, whenever that may be, or even next year if Kelce comes back and he's still a little bit of a shell of himself, I think Mahomes is not going to be himself, especially coming off an ACL, which has he ever really been hurt?
I don't think so.
Because his running is very underrated in his game, like on 3rd and 12. Like, I mean, that's how he killed the Browns that year in the divisional round. Just like running. They had him like 3rd and double digits, like so many times that game. And he ran for a first down just by this much every single time. So I think if he takes that out, I think he's got a rough year ahead of him. Rough year by his standards, not by normal QB standards.
This is the part where Andy explains to us that Noah Gray has a notebook he's been using for the last 10 years following Kelce around.
I would say Noah Gray, or I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs signed Kyle Pitts. I'm going to throw that out there right now.
Is he off his rookie now?
So?
Is he done on his rookie?
No,
this is free agent.
Stefanski loves tight ends, though. He uses them.
Well, they got to re-sign him. You think, are they going to want to put the money into that?
I don't think so. He's going to be like $17 million if they franchise tag him as a tight end, and he's been a bust. If the Falcons do that, I think they're stupid.
He had one game this year where he had like 3 touchdowns and like 160 or something wild. He finished the year with 5 touchdowns and 300 yards. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm being serious. I know, but that one game, it's just like, well, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I think they got to get rid of that dude.
No way. There's no way. No way.
Okay, one more little quick question to warm us up here before I start taking points and see who wins between the two of you guys. Now, who holds the record for the longest interception return in NFL Super Bowl history?
James Harrison.
Anybody?
James
Harrison. You got it. Most folks would not know as a defensive lineman, but I bring it up because this is my favorite play in the history of the Super Bowl. Man. It's my favorite play in the history of the Super Bowl.
In the gun, Steelers show blitz. Here they come. He gets it away, and it's picked off at the goal line. There's a flag thrown on the run back. James Harrison to run it back, and Harrison is past midfield. Harrison going down the sideline. Harrison still on his feet. Harrison is going to go all the way and waiting for the official to get there. Touchdown is signaled.
Nobody could bring that dude down. He's huge. That's crazy. That was crazy, man. That cost him the game. That was the game there in that one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's points down there, that field goal, the whole thing. They come out, get the ball after the half. Then we get the Santonio Holmes homer touchdown at the end. I don't want to get deep on it, but boy, I love to see that play. All right, let's jump into it. What'd you say, Andy?
It was a great Super Bowl.
Oh, it's great.
Steelers, Cardinals was a good one.
It was a fantastic Super Bowl. So here's how it works. I'm going to give this first question, and I'm going to go alternate to you guys back and forth until neither one of you can name another player. Okay, so we'll start with you, Andy, and here's the question. Since 2001, 9 regular season MVPs have made it to the Super Bowl. 9 of them. and none of them won the Super Bowl. None. Can you name one of the 9? Andy, you go first.
Wait, since what year?
Since 2001.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I feel like I got to go with some obvious ones out of the
Yeah.
just to get out of the way. Let's go with Brady.
Okay, Brady. So point to you. Brady in 07 and 17, MVP, and did not win the Super Bowl. Anthony, can you name one?
Peyton.
Okay, Peyton Manning also next on that list. He lost in 09 and 13. So, yes, he lost as a Colt and a Bronco. But, yep, Manning on there. So 1 point each. 1 point each there. Okay, Andy, to you.
Mahomes.
Mahomes is not on that list.
Oh, he won. So he won every time he was MVP.
Yep, he is not on
that's
that list. That's all right. So keep it moving. To you.
Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. Aaron Rodgers not on the list.
It's a good one.
Not on the list. Andy, to you.
Wait, sorry. They made the Super Bowl though.
Yeah, they the same year
gosh.
they won the MVP, got to the Super Bowl and lost the Super Bowl.
That's a really good guess, that Rodgers one.
Yeah, that was a good guess. It was a good guess.
Ooh.
Let's see. Yeah.
Although I think Rodgers only went to 1 Super Bowl, didn't he? He just
Yeah,
went to
no.
1 time and won.
Kind of why I don't want to say this guy, but I'm going to say it anyway. Roethlisberger.
Not Roethlisberger. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint to keep this thing moving here. I'm going to give you a hint here. This guy lost the Super Bowl to Peyton Manning when he's with the Broncos there.
Russell?
Wait.
No. When the Broncos
2001?
Since 2001. This guy also recently suspended from ESPN for talking way too harshly and personal about my man, the quarterback for the Lions, Jared Goff.
Mark Schlereth. I don't know. I'm trying
No,
to
he's a regular. He's a regular on Get Up because he's a talking head that shouts dumb shit. Former MVP quarterback of the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, guys. Cam Newton.
For some reason, I was thinking I was going back to like I was
Really
thinking he was on the Broncos. That's why I
What
got
about Kurt
off.
Warner?
Kurt Warner in 01 lost to Tom Brady. Correct. Yes, Kurt Warner on there. Another point for Andy. Kurt Warner on that one. I'm going to give you a hint. Another one of them is a Raider. Quarterback who was an MVP for the Raiders in the 2000s. I mean, there can only be one answer.
Gannon.
Rich Gannon. Point for Anthony right there.
I think Andy actually said it before me.
That's all right.
I think he said Gannon.
Oh,
I
did
saw that Gannon and Gruden ran in.
Gannon was 01. Is he the one?
02.
He was 02.
The year after the fumble. Okay, we got 2 left on the list here. Boy, this guy was the MVP and he blew the biggest blown Super Bowl.
Matt Ryan won.
Matt Ryan, man. It's Matt Ryan. There you go. One more for Andy. And this last one is ironically not a quarterback. Probably the last MVP who wasn't a quarterback, I imagine, maybe. And this team lost the Super Bowl in Detroit. Who did
the Steelers beat? Because that was Bettis.
They played. Oh, who was that year?
Seattle? Was it Seattle?
Yep. Seattle Seahawks.
It's probably Sean Alexander then.
Sean Alexander. Andy grabs
That's
another one there.
Was that a 6 TD game year?
Yeah, pretty. That's pretty
Elbow
fun little
pads
list
and
to
all.
run down there. I'm shocked you guys didn't grab Newton quicker. That would have been the first one.
He's been out of the mind. I haven't even thought about him.
Yeah, well, he got himself suspended. All right, let's jump to the next question here. All right, how many Super Bowl MVPs have come from HBCUs? How many Super Bowl MVPs? We're going for some obscure
All time?
questions. All time. We want
Doug
tough
Williams.
questions.
Doug Williams. I think that's one.
Where's Darren Woodson?
Well, McNair never won, right? They didn't win. McNair didn't win.
Nope.
You're saying winning Super Bowl quarterbacks?
Yeah,
Oh,
MVPs,
quarterbacks,
Super Bowl
quarterbacks.
MVPs.
Oh, MVP.
Well, that doesn't have to be a quarterback, just Super Bowl
okay.
MVP.
Darren Woodson.
God.
Bobby Wagner. I'm just throwing out names of defensive guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, throw me a number. How many do you think there are?
I'm gonna say
We're looking for a
one.
number.
I'm going to say
One.
You're
4.
going to say 1. You're going to say 4, Anthony?
Why not?
4. Yeah, because you
It's 4?
freaking nailed it. You nailed it.
Oh,
It's 4.
well, that's just
It
100%
is
luck.
Now listen, here's the one everybody knew, right? I mean, Doug
Yeah,
Williams.
Doug Williams.
Yeah.
Doug Williams, the former #1 overall pick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they were expansion team. Graham fam right there, Grambling man. Okay, the one everybody knows that you're going to kick yourself if you didn't think of. Jerry Rice, guys, Mississippi Valley State.
Oh, I didn't know that was a HBCU. I
Yeah,
thought it was a
Mississippi
small
Valley
school.
State, Jerry Rice.
Ray Brown
Now,
in
here's
this?
the one most people guess on this one. Chicago Bear.
Peyton.
Most people guess Walter Payton. He was
Walter
not
Payton
the
didn't win
MVP.
MVP. He didn't win
He
MVP.
was not the MVP of that Super Bowl. It was
Billy Galt?
Richard
Oh,
Dent.
yeah,
Richard Dent from Tennessee State. State. And the last one we have on the list here, RIP, Super Bowl MVP, just recently passed away. Jacoby Jones, Baltimore Ravens. Jacoby Jones from Lane College. Four was the answer.
That's just lucky. That's
Yeah.
Well, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
yeah,
Okay,
but
hey,
it's absolute luck. It shouldn't even
4-3.
count.
4-3. Couple of questions left here. Two universities hold the record for producing the most Super Bowl MVPs. Can you name one of those schools?
Let me think. I'm going to name one. I'm just going to throw it because I can think of a bunch of super wins. I'm going to go with Notre Dame.
Notre Dame not on the list.
I'm gonna go with Michigan. Michigan.
No. Now, see, we're looking for the most MVPs, not the most MVP trophy. So yes, Tom Brady won 5, but it's only one person. We're looking for multiple winners.
Multiple people.
Yeah, multiple.
How about
winners.
Miami?
Miami not on that list.
We think
Not
is
on
it
that
bigger
list.
school as of today's standards?
Oh yeah,
Blue blood. Okay.
yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Not Ohio State.
Yeah. Is it the
I'll
Ohio
throw you
State?
some teams of winners that they had. One of their winners was a Raider. Yeah,
Okay.
no, nothing still for you guys. One of the winners was a Raider. This is a team from the Pac-12. Big blue blood school, man.
UCLA?
USC, not UCLA. USC. There's the winners there for Lynn Swan, Malcolm Smith, and Marcus Allen. Three from them. There's one more school here. Andy grabs the point on that one. One more school here, and I'll give you guys a hint here. It is a team from the Big Ten.
Present day Big Ten?
Present day Big Ten, old time Big Ten. Big Ten OG.
Penn State.
Not Penn State.
I just guessed.
Wisconsin.
Not Wisconsin. Nope.
Wisconsin.
This is where we needed Gabe to be on the show. I didn't want to shit
Good
on
with this.
Purdue every week to Gabe. You know, I wanted to give him his moment, but he's not here
It's
this
going to be
week.
Purdue?
It's Purdue, Len Dawson,
Oh.
Bob Greasy, and Drew Brees. So
Wow.
there you go,
We're
Gabe.
going way back.
There's your moment for the show, Gabe. Big Purdue Boilermaker fan. Never
Kyle
really-
Orton?
Yeah, Kyle Orton did not win Super Bowl MVP. Oh man, no way. Okay, so hey, right now we're at 5-3, and we got 2 questions left. What team set the record for yardage? What offense set the record for yardage in the Super Bowl in one game?
I think it's that Pats team against the Falcons.
Pats against the Falcons is the right answer.
comeback game?
616 yards.
I think Brady had like 500 and some yards passing. 505.
Yeah, he had like
Why didn't they just run the ball, the Falcons? Like,
He blew it.
they blew it big time.
just take a knee, Waterboy style.
I mean,
It's
just shat the bed
insane.
hard. Now this one, I'm going to give a point for. There's 2 possible answers for the best defensive performance. The best defensive performance in the Super Bowl, giving up the least amount of yards. Little controversial because both teams are very close on this. If you can name either of the teams, I'll give you the point. I'll give
Least
you the
amount
point.
of yards?
Least amount of yards given up in a game.
That
Eagles.
Ravens team.
You said Eagles, Anthony?
I was just thinking last year.
Yeah, nope. And you said Ravens? Nope.
The 2000 Ravens?
I mean, it's got to be
Nope.
older.
Bears?
It's got to be like the Cowboys from like
85 Bears. 85 Bears is one of them. And the other one you should come up with pretty easily. guys.
72
And,
Dolphins.
you're in the right era.
Steelers?
The steel
Oh.
curtain, baby. Yeah, the
Oh.
steel curtain. Now, the Steelers gave up 119 total yards in one of their Super Bowl games. Now, the Bears only gave up 123, but there's a difference in how they, sacks used to be counted against Russia, blah, 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 blah. But here's a cool stat from that football game for the Bears against the Patriots. They only gave up 7 yards rushing in the game, guys, and the Patriots went into the half with negative offensive yards. That's
wild.
crazy. In a Super Bowl game? That's crazy, man. Oh, well, listen, Andy takes it home, man. 6-3. Took it home.
I don't do good under these pressure situations.
You're about to win. You're about to win the big 6 picks.
Yeah, but
yeah, you're gonna win that one.
I will never be somebody be like, oh, it's all skill. It's just all luck.
All right, man. Well, hey, that's all we can do for you. Want to throw out some cool stuff there, man? We didn't want to do like who threw the most touchdown pass. We all know that, man. Come on.
No way. There's no way. No way.
Let's jump into a little bit of knock it off to bring it home this week, guys. The Winter Olympics starting this week. I think opening ceremonies are Sunday night, the same as the Super Bowl or something like that.
Even though they already started like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then maybe it's tonight. Maybe they're on TV tonight. Something like that. Yeah, maybe. Probably tonight. I'm sure you guys have heard this. Lindsey Vonn ruptures her ACL a week ago in practice and has announced she plans to still compete. Not going to let the alternate ski for her. She's going to ski 1 week removed from blowing out her ACL. Andy, what do you think about that?
I love it, man. These things come around every 4 years. Got to do it. If this is probably her last run, right? I don't think she's going to ski in 4 years.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, she's only had 6 shots. Let's not give the next kid a chance who may never get this chance again. She's only had 6 tries. Let's hobble down the hill.
It's not like she's being picked. This chick, somebody has to beat her to be on the team, right? Like she's earned the spot.
No, she earned the spot before the injury for sure. But now that you're injured, step aside.
No.
We're not interested in trying to win. She
can ski down that hill with a torn ACL.
This is absurd. To me, this is absurd. Anthony, what do you think?
Well, hasn't she notoriously had like a bazillion surgeries and injuries before? Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know anything about skiing, but I'm just, if it doesn't, like, it can't affect you that much, right? If she's actually going to go out there and do it. But I'm with Andy. Like, it's an individual event. Sure, it's for the greater good of the team, but it's her thing. Like, why not get all that way? She's going out in a.
I'll give you some context. She's been there a million times. She's 41 years old. Just made a comeback this year. She wasn't even skiing. She made a comeback this year, and that's kind of been the rally point for her to be on the team. Is that she's currently ranked 5th in the world right now, so they have her on the team. But here's the thing: that skiing season, the downhill, it just started 5. There's only been 5 contests in this season so far. She's made the podium twice. So we also have the number 10 skier in the world. I think her name is Jacqueline Wiles is the number 10, would be the replacement here. I don't know. I'm like, listen, I wish her luck. If she could win, it'll be a great story. But to me, this is a clear case of money calling the shots. They want eyeballs on this thing. It doesn't matter who should be skiing this spot. We're going to put the money on, and we're going to have Lindsey Vonn ski. Listen, good luck to her. I don't think this is going to go well.
All right, everyone. Time to do me a favor and knock it off.
Okay, now this one I think we're all going to agree on. I think we're all going to agree on this one. I am never watching one of these, reading one of these. I am never interested in hearing one of these. How stupid are these? These redrafts that are constantly on TV and on the ESPN website and stuff like this. Anthony, are you ever into looking at one of these? Like, if we redid the 2022 draft, who would the Browns take?
Whoever the Browns took would, if they redid that fake redraft, they'd be gone out of the top 3 again. It doesn't matter who the Browns take. If Patrick Mahomes started on the Browns, he'd be bagging groceries right now, probably. Like, it's the Browns. No. I mean, I get it. It's fun just to say, like, oh, this player is better than we thought. I mean, everyone thought Shook was as good as that one throw that he did at the combine when, that off-center throw that he threw, and he came out and said something. It was like, that was like a dare from the coach that was working with me to try to do something crazy. And he's like, that's the video everyone saw of him. So it's like something like that. I like to see him get his, as the young kids say, their flowers and whatnot from his rookie year. But no, I mean, but also, Brown's got the defensive player of the year, rookie of the year. He's a second rounder, came from a walk-on. So I like to see that kind of stuff, but I don't put stock in the draft anyways. You're only as good as the team that drafts you.
You're only as good as the team that drafts you.
Or,
team that drafts you. And then some of these kids, you bring up a good point that, like, instead of doing this, let's celebrate the kid that was like picked in the 4th or 5th round that was overlooked, who wound up being really good. Let's just talk about that story instead of putting that guy up on the screen and saying he's been doing awesome for the Seahawks. Let's put him on the screen and go, what would he look like in a Jets jersey? Like you said, he'd be bagging groceries. I don't know. Andy, what do you make of this thing? It's stupid, right?
Yeah, I mean, most redrafts. I saw one, like the Internet Warriors from like the Mahomes era, that draft class, and this guy literally showed his like who he thought the Browns should take, and he murdered the draft. It was like Mahomes in the first round, and there were TJ Watt, Mahomes. I mean, it was like crazy, all these great players that this random guy got lucky with. You know, it's like one of those kind of guys who's like, here's what I think these teams should draft.
Yeah.
Generally, they're I always think they're fake. Personally, I'm like, these aren't real. You know, like it's really
you gotta have the receipts
in the spot. You know, like you gotta get the right coach. You know, blah blah blah. So,
Yeah. Listen, you got to get the receipts. You got to have some receipts. Like, go back through the archives and listen to some of our draft specials. We nailed a few players we thought teams should have took. What about that?
All right, everyone. Time to do me a favor and knock it off.
All right, this is the last one. This is the last one of the week here, guys, before we get to the Big Six picks. This here, I'm done with the Pro Bowl. Like, that is no longer something I ever want to see on anybody's resume for Hall of Fame or contract negotiation or any of this. Deion Sanders, my son did something that I never did. He made the Pro Bowl in his first season. Listen, love Deion. Enough with this. Stop. This is so disingenuous of Deion to even be like, my son is a first-year Pro Bowler and I wasn't. Andy,
what do you want him to do though? It's his son, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't watch the Pro. I didn't even know the Pro Bowl happened the other day. It was so random to me. I don't think we need the game, to be honest with you. But whatever. You know, what do we got? What's Mr. Sanders going to do there? He's got to back him up.
Listen, my point really isn't here for Deion. It's against the Pro Bowl here. Now, Anthony, I know you're going to have Shador's back. He's a Cleveland Brown. But listen, what did he play 5 games? He's a Pro Bowl quarterback in the AFC? What?
Well, Pro Bowl alternate, Pro Bowl stocks. Just do skills game. I want to bring back when Darryl Green used to race Herschel Walker. Do stuff like that. But these guys it's the same way, like if the NBA, for their All-Star game, if they actually just played one-on-one, right? Yeah. Like that would be entertaining, but the guys don't want to get embarrassed. They don't like a guy that, doesn't want to race because they don't want to lose, but it's just like, nobody's going to think less of you. Like, the skills games would be cool if they did more of that, but the dodgeball's dumb. Like, or make them play, or make the NFL guys play basketball or softball. Make them do something different because they're never going to try. Why would they? Why would they give any effort? But yeah, being named Pro Bowl, like the average fan doesn't know the difference between Pro Bowl and All Pro.
Yeah.
So it's like, just name it something different then. It's a fan vote. It really is. And also there's alternates. So, Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Maybe, yeah.
Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler, but he actually had decent enough numbers. I mean, Shador was what did they say? Out of like 62 qualified quarterbacks for this year, like based on pass attempts and games played, he was ranked 62nd. Like QB rate, like every statistical stat, he was literally the statistically worst quarterback. And then he's in the Pro Bowl. But again, like Andy's point, like, his dad's going to be proud of him because
he should be happy for his son.
But the Pro Bowl's a joke. No, like I said, nobody watches it. The players don't want to do it.
Right.
No, to the point where they're playing the flag football game and nobody wants to try or get hurt where they're doing the tush.
Well, why would they though? In their defense, like, why would they do that?
No,
I guess
I agree with you. I'm
ladder drills. Do like stuff like that. Like do speed ladder. Like
they used to do the quarterback throwing contests.
That was great. And Harbaugh would only throw like 57 yards. He threw like a high schooler.
Right.
No, but I love that stuff. Like races, or even like a relay race, or the old school shuttle run. Like make like a field day event where the guys can still do their all and not get hurt. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now, but
like have wide receivers like do what you used to do in your backyard when you jump in the pool and somebody try to throw you the ball. Like get one of those dog runs where the dogs jump off the dock into the water, have the receiver run and the quarterback throws it, and who can go like 17-foot layout and catch it.
Do rock jock stuff. Remember that?
Yeah, man. That was
50-foot hoop, the 25-foot hoop worth like 6 points or something.
Do
that kind of stuff.
Let's get back to where they used to dip the footballs in chalk and throw at the moving targets. Remember that?
That was awesome.
Let's get back to that. Come on, NFL. Knock it off with letting everyone be a Pro Bowler.
All right, everyone. Time to do me a favor and knock it off.
All right, everybody, that's going to bring us to it, guys. That is going to bring us to it. This is why we're here. It is the final week of the season. It is the Super Bowl. And we got to get to these picks and see who's going to take this thing home, guys. It's the Big Six Picks brought to you by the official beer choice of the DWMOD podcast. That's Old English 800. But this weekend for the game. Now, Anthony, I got to ask you, we know what Andy and I are tailgating with. What's your choice, your beverage choice for the Super Bowl this weekend, man?
Oh, beverage choice? Oh.
Yeah, like what are you going to be having at the little tailgate party there for the Super Bowl?
You know what? I got some American Brew IPAs.
Okay,
Pick those
that's
up
not
at
the
the
Hulk
grocery
Hogan thing, is it?
I don't think so. I just picked up a variety pack like a week ago, and I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah, what was Hogan's beer? What was it? Was it American beer?
All American.
Is that what it
beer or
was?
something.
Hold on.
Yeah. Now, I know Stone Cold
Brew.
Steve Austin has an IPA that's like an American IPA or something. Maybe it's Stone Cold.
Brew?
Real
Maybe
American beer.
It's not that. Maybe it's not American. Hold on. I gotta go check. It's right in my fridge right out here. Hold on.
You gotta run and take a check. You gotta see real quick. But we gotta see what he's gonna be having this weekend. Andy, if it's Stone Cold, that's cool.
Rattlesnake.
We're doing the Hulk Hogan. Yeah. I had a
beer?
bunch of those. I bought a bunch of them. Dropped a few off over our old Brett's house there.
Yep.
So let's see what this can looks like when Anthony gets back. If it's the Hulk Hogan beer, he's gonna catch hell. What we got?
Brew dog.
Okay. All right. Brew dog. Cool. We'll give a shout out for Brew Dog there. But Anthony and I are going to be enjoying a few of these bad boys.
Brass monkey, that funky monkey, brass monkey chunky.
Yeah, baby. Get you some Old English 800. Get a splash of orange juice going. It's better than those mimosas. Avoid the heartburn and get with the official beer choice of DWMOD podcast, baby. Old English 800. Let's enjoy the game. Now, fellas, before we get to it, you know the rules here. We have to play, since we're handing out gambling tips, we're legally obligated to play the disclaimers. Go ahead, Louis, run that disclaimer for us one last time for this season.
What advice do you have to the kids not to gamble?
So with gambling, there's only there's no such thing as losers. There's winners and quitters. So you just got to keep going and just keep. And you gotta you gotta phone a friend and you borrow money. You borrow from your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, and just friends. And then there's no such thing as losing. It's a winning sport.
There it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a winning sport, guys. That's it. It doesn't say what kind of disclaimer we got to play, Anthony, but we just got to play a disclaimer here. All right, so, hey, here we are, final week of the season. Now, Anthony, you are in first place, jumped way out in front in week one. You're at 47 points right now. Gabe, right behind you at 42. Not right behind you. He'd need to go perfect, and you get a 0 for him to win. I'm at 39. Andy at 37. Looks like it's going to be a battle for second place here. Do you want to give a speech now, or do you want to wait till after?
I'm gonna wait. I the first week I was fantastic, but since then I've been who knows what'll happen.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, after the first week, I was for sure you were gonna break the record here, especially with all the extra college football games. But no chance at it now. 47. The record is 56. Can't get there.
Close. I'm close. No
close.
speech. I'd like to thank the first week in the wild card weekend though for springboarding me. I don't know. It's I go against Andy's got the better's eye. I just go with what feels good. So got lucky this year.
Well, you being in first place, we're going to give you the benefit of, do you want to go first and just rub it in, or do you want to wait till the end to see what everybody picks?
Well, I was thinking, because I had my 3, options for what I was going to do. I still got to kind of be strategic a little bit here, because I only need 1 out of 3 really to seal it. But with that spread to cover all my tracks, right, I'm going to take New England to cover, but Seattle to win, make it a close game, because the last couple weeks have been phenomenal with just football. And then I'm going to take the over just because why not? I would hope it's the over, but that one I'm kind of indifferent about. So, I'm going to take New England to cover with the 4.5, but I'm going to take Seattle to win it and then taking the over.
Yeah,
Sammy D.
Take you home. That should take you home. That should take you home, I think. Gabe not going to be here today. He is on a gig. He's rolling the state doing his stand-up thing. He couldn't make it in. He sent his picks in, guys. He's going to be on the Seahawks all the way and going to take the under, so he'll be different for you there. I won't give you his little prop bet. We'll get to those in a second, but he's going to be at Seahawks all the way and the under. And Andy, I'll let you take it home. I'll just jump in here quickly. I'm going to take Seattle all the way, and I'm going to take the over as well. I just hope New England can do their part to get us to the over. I too much firepower. I think they're going to come out running the ball. They're going to get ahead. New England's going to be forced to throw the ball more than they normally do. Everybody expecting a defensive battle here. I think there's going to be some scores traded, but then Seattle's up too many. New England's got to try to chuck it around, and really not their strong suit. That's where I'm going to be at, Andy. What do you think?
What do we have the over-under at? 45.5, something like that?
Yeah, 45.5. Yep.
I'm going to take the Pats at plus 4.5. Number's too high. It was opened at 5.5. Now it's in 4.5. Hasn't moved. May has a bum shoulder. Still hasn't moved. That tells me that money's going to start coming in. I think it's going to go lower by kickoff. I think it gets to 4, maybe 3.5. I think Patriots money comes in today, tomorrow, Sunday. I'm going to take the under. I think if the Pats are going to win, that's how it's going to be, like 24-20, 24-21. And I like the Pats. I'm going to take the Pats.
Pats all the way and the under for you, huh? Go ahead.
Get to the over-under just because the Super Bowl, everybody brings out all the fun plays in this last game. But I wanted to take the under, so I'm going to take the under.
All right. You got any prop bets you want to throw at us? Throw at everybody for the weekend here, Andy.
I got hundreds of them. You want me to
Let's not get that deep. Just throw us something you're playing for sure.
I'll give you one fun stat. Everybody talks about the Pats' strength of schedule being one of the worst ever. In all 60 Super Bowls, the Seattle Seahawks, if you like Seattle, this would be a nice thing. Ranks about, out of 120 teams, their strength of schedule ranks 12th all time. The other 11 teams went 8-3 in the Super Bowl. So the 11 teams, if you like those guys.
Play the trend there. Going to play the trend.
The trend. That's a Seattle win. Blah, blah, blah. I am, if you're also, I want to say this. I sent Mike a voicemail about this day one. If you want to bet Seattle and want to just take their money line, don't just take their money line because you have to it's like -2 something. Maybe bet on the Super Bowl MVP. So instead, you would take Darnold at plus 120 or 130, JSN at plus 550, and then I'd probably throw in a defensive player on top of that just for fun. I don't know which one. Just choose your favorite one. I don't think it's going to be Kenneth Walker. I love all the unders on Walker. I love all the rushing unders. Both these defenses are really good. So I would if you like Seattle. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, that's what Gabe sent us a little text here. He said that he's going to put a little money on JSN to take the MVP at plus 550. That's his little prop bet. I'll throw you one here. I'm playing. Here's the ticket for you guys right there. Okay, I'm going to take Drake May at over 29 pass attempts because I think they're going to be behind. Also going to take Sam Darnold to be under 30 pass attempts in the game because I think they'll be ahead. I'm going to take Sam Darnold to go over 225 yards, 224.5. I'm going to take Kenneth Walker to hit the over, Andy, at 73.5 because they'll be up. They'll be running the clock out. I think he gets to 75. Louis, pull that back up so we can finish it. Now you cut me off there. Okay, here we go. Hunter Henry to get the 4 catches. And let me get JSN. I'm going to be the other way at JSN. I'm going to get him at under 94 yards in the game. Again, just think Seattle's going to be ahead. That's a fun little $5 paying you like 130. And here's one other touchdown one I'm going to give you guys quickly here. If we go JSN to get the first touchdown and then take Kenneth Walker and Hunter Henry anytime touchdowns during the game, $5 will pay you 135. So there's 2 tickets I played for the game. Why not, man? Anthony, you got anything you like for the game you're going to roll on here?
Wait, pull your bet back up if you can.
The touchdown one? Or
no, just one? the parlay, the 5-1.
Okay, there we go.
I like all these. I would say the risky one's Hunter Henry because
he's been averaging like 5 or 6 catches. So if they're trailing,
but the Patriots, they're just so Matt Collins might have 100 yards. Like who knows what's going to happen?
Could. Yeah, that is a risky one.
I don't love the Darnold passing attempts. I think you should be on the over on that one. And I don't love Kenneth Walker. You can't run on the Pats. Can't run on the Pats.
If you get up though, that's all you're going to be doing. So
he's going to get carries though, so it could just be a quantity. He might get 20 plus
for like 48 yards.
He's
going nowhere. So that's why I think that's why I like the opposite side. I like JSN over too. I don't care if Gonzalez is on him or not. Like it doesn't matter. JSN. I'll read you a couple stats just to throw it out there. Drake May. Here's some I like. I'm sorry. Wait, Anthony, I was jumping on yours.
No, go ahead. No.
Drake May's thrown an interception of 10 to 17 games, so I like an INT. Darnold's thrown for 240 or more passing yards in 11 of 17 games. JSN has had a touchdown in 10 of 17 games. In 2 of those games, he had 2 touchdowns. Diggs has caught 4 or more receptions in 11 of 17 games. I love Diggs, plus 4.5. Drake May has had 5 or more rushing attempts in 11 of 17 games. Give me over 6 rushing attempts for Drake May. AJ Barner, Seattle tight end, has caught 3 or more receptions in 10 of 17 games. I like anytime touchdown, and I like AJ Barner receptions. Seattle has allowed 15 or more points to opponents in 10 of 17 games, and New England has allowed 19 or more points to opponents in 10 of 17 games. So, kind of leans to the over a little bit. I don't know why I'm taking the under, but I am.
Yeah, I'm going to be on that for sure.
But those are, I like JSN. They're like 6 catches, 6.5 catches, 8 catches. I like JSN catcher.
Okay. All right. I think I like Vrabel learning from Belichick that, you know what, your best thing is, we're going to take that away and we'll see what you can do. So I think with them being ahead and them trying to take him away, I'm just going to play the under. It just feels like a New England thing. Anthony, back to you, brother. Back to you.
I was muted. I think, okay, this is just my hypothesis. I think Sam Darnold's going to go over those completions. I think they're going to be down. JSN is just, I think he's going to get catches no matter what anyone tries to do. Like, Kupp's good for like 3, maybe now a game, maybe a 7-yard touchdown. I agree with Andy. Walker get carries, but it'll be, lower. I think he had his 3 touchdown game. And then I can't even think of the maybe a surprise. Who's their third down back now that Charbonnet is not there?
Can't think of that guy's name.
Cam Akers, right? Cam Akers.
No, it's not Akers.
No, played. He's played last week. I can't remember.
Played last week. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a couple more outlets here and there just to get him out of some situations. Give Walker a breather, especially if he's getting just dog piled on every play.
Okay, receptions on that back. All right.
I think Patriots have the Northeast Ohio connection. However, you like on Seattle, you can pinpoint Darnold, you can pinpoint JSN. They caught a couple other weapons in there, and their both defenses are great, but you just can't do it with New England. Like, you can't figure out, that guy's going to step up and make a play. You don't know what you're going to get out of the backfield. Like, who's going to be their number one for the Patriots, right? It's going to be Stevenson. Is it going to be Trayvon? Like, you don't know that right now.
Sure.
So I think there's a little bit of unknown. That's just how the Patriots off. That's how it was when Brady was there. Set aside the Moss year, you never knew who was going to. Chris Hogan's going to go off in the Super Bowl, but I think it's going to be more of a shootout than people might want to think, just because I don't know. It's the Super Bowl, and that's the trend that these games have been going. Like, they've all been like that. It's been fantastic. So why stop?
You bring up a good point about the Brady thing. I challenge you right now to tell me the receiver's name for Brady in the Super Bowl that set the Super Bowl record for receptions, points scored, had 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, scored 20 points, had 14 catches in the game. Name him.
Troy Brown.
He can't. I think I had it here a minute ago, and I didn't even write it down because I'm like, it's not really worth getting into because nobody remembers him. I think it was Smith or something. You know what I mean? It was
what year?
The Falcon game. It was in the Falcons game, in the comeback game.
That wasn't Edelman?
Edelman?
No. He had this dude had 14 catches. He scored 20 points, 3 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion, but Brady was still MVP because he threw for 500.
That's wild.
Yeah, right. So there you go. I mean, you make a good point right there. And sometimes I know random shit, and I don't know why. But
great stat to back up.
Yeah, great little stat there. Well, hey, listen, we had a bunch of great stats earlier in the show. There, we had a good time running the trivia section there, man. Congratulations on that one to you. Listen, appreciate the time, brother. Love having you on whenever you can get on. Great to have you back on the show this week. Congratulations for winning the championship here. And everybody enjoy the game this weekend. Hit some brass monkeys, and we'll see you next time.
We cutting loose.
Touchdown.
College football is now B1G versus SEC. Down. If you ain't listening to All Right Bet with me and Andy St. Clair, you're throwing away money. Ready? All Lions fans drinking that Kool-Aid. Super Bowl. Hey, disagree with me or don't. That's how it works.
I just literally haven't been around when you guys have done it. I felt bad, especially because I'm just throwing in picks and winning.
Yeah, right. Just
I need my
crush
new
it.
robot light. I need my new robot light.
Do you still have the old one going? Or
Oh
what?
yeah, of course I do. I'm not putting that thing out. I love that thing. I
That's
like
great.
winning
Andy,
things. I still got that. I got my Barry jersey.
Yeah, well, another jersey coming your way. We're going jerseys now. It takes too long to make them fucking lights. Man.
Oh, now it's even better. Now it's even more collectors.
Yeah, I got one of those robot lights too.
Yeah, you got one. And then I think now that's it. I think just you two. And then we moved on to jerseys, I think.
We cutting loose.